Hey everyone, hope you're having a good week. Just thought I'd come back and make another video. Last one was country, so this one's back to my more normal finds. Rock, soul, pretty much along those lines as usual. I'm just on a huge soul kick. I can't get enough, so any soul I find I'm just bringing home, and I think my next video I'd probably do another jazz video again, but anyways, here we go. It's an upgrade copy for me of Rubber Soul. It's actually an upgrade. Even with the ring wear, it's still an upgrade for me. Great album. Norwegian Wood. Michelle. I mean, I don't really need to explain it too much. You guys all know about this. Apple. For some reason, when I go to estate sales, usually Beatles stuff is crazy price, but that one was just in with the regular prices, so I was pretty happy with it. So, next one, Janis Joplin. It's a gatefold with the, it's got like a little book in it with some pictures. Pretty neat. It's a double album. Her voice is just second to none. I mean, as soon as you hear it, you know who it is. It's a cool picture of her right here. Kind of out of her rock element, you know what I mean? Just looks like she's hanging out. This is on Columbia. This was the second disc is like live stuff, and the first disc is from the documentary soundtrack that was, or the documentary that was made about her in the 70s, and they pretty much used, you know, the music from that they used in the documentary and made a whole disc. So that's what this is. Obviously has all her hits. I don't know what else to say about her. She's just great. Recommend that to anybody for sure. The next one, also at that same estate sale, was happy to find. I did not have any stuff by them. You know, I think it's just the area you're in Dallas. I haven't just found much stuff from them. So next one is the Standells, the Hot Ones. And I think this might be one of my first albums on the Tower label, which is kind of crazy. Summer in the City, Little Red Riding Hood, Wild Thing. Do a cover of Eleanor Rigby. These guys are just fantastic. I mean, the songs they had were just unbelievable. Great album. Even though it's a, you know, best of pretty much up to that point, I mean, I'll take it. Any stuff by them, I'm just a huge fan of. And, you know, even my wife was like, basing that? She had no idea. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy. So, good stuff. That one's in mono as well, so. Next couple from the same guy. I've been starting to pick up a lot of his stuff. Just, you know, really trying to, you know, get a lot of his albums. So, anyways, Frank Sinatra, In the Wee Small Hours. This is on finally, I like to get the original black Capitol, or gray, I guess you could say, if I can. So this one is in just fantastic condition. Let's see, this is on 1955. Yep, 1955, and not too many of his major hits off this one, but still a great album by him. You know, his voice is just soothing, and like right now, I should have it on right now because nighttime is just the best time to listen to Frank. I love the artwork on this too. We're gonna just kind of standing out there. Very cool. Next one is a later album by him. This is Cycles, Still in the Shrink. And this one is on the, you know, famous Reprise label with his face on it. It's from '68. I'm just really trying to get all of his albums. So this one has Little Green Apples, cover of Gentle in My Mind from Glen Campbell, which is cool. Yeah, those would be my two favorites off of here. So good album by him. Also, not as well known as some of his other, Come Fly With Me and stuff like that. And I was really excited to get this one. Wilson Pickett, the exciting Wilson Pickett, just fantastic on Atlantic mono. Whoa. It's from 1966. It's his third album. Has one of his famous tracks, In the Midnight Hour. 6345789, also a great one. Mercy Mercy. I mean, Land of a Thousand Dances. I put this on the other day, and as well, my wife was like, "This is great." I said, "I know. That's why I got it." Wilson Pickett, pick it up. All right, staying with the same soul. Benny King, Young Boy Blues. Obviously from hit song Stand By Me. This is on the Clarion label. Kind of a cool label. Not one of his more well-known albums, obviously, but the title track is great, Young Boy Blues. This is from 1964. Has a lot of Spector songs on here, which I always love Phil Spector, so anytime I can get some of his tracks on any album, I'll get them. Yeah, great album. Check it out. Alright, I don't know if you're ready for this one. The next three albums are probably the biggest scores. This one was from a garage sale just the other day. Stumbled upon, I had emailed her, and she's like, "Yeah, I have some albums for a couple bucks, 3 for $5 kind of thing." So I said, "Alright." So I get over there, and it's mostly, the typical stuff. I mean, she had a lot of albums that weren't in sleeves, like a ton. I mean, Jimi Hendrix and stuff, and I was like, I don't really mess with the ones with no sleeves, so I keep digging, a lot of Barbra Streisand and old country, just, junk, and I come across this, and I kind of did a double take, but it's The Litter, their first album, Distortion, and I know you're wondering, is it the original? Yes, it is, on Warwick. The condition is VG at best, but I played it. It plays through. It sounds fantastic, and I mean, I wouldn't put it down if it was G+. So this album is crazy expensive. It's got some writing on the back and stuff. Somebody loved it. But this is from 1967, Garage Rock. They're out of Minnesota, and I mean, this is just great garage rock. Pick it up if you can. If you ever come across it, I wasn't looking for it, just happened. So I'd shown some, stuff by this artist. I think I'm up to like 7 of her albums now. I'm just lucky, I guess. But this was at the same estate sale. I got a lot of those country albums. She just had these sprinkled in with the country albums, and I said, okay, I'll take them. But this is Nina Simone, the amazing Nina Simone. This is 1959 on Cool Picks. Let me show you the cool label. Look at that. This is her first album on Cool Picks. I love that. Jazz, gospel, folky. Her voice is just beautiful voice. Really enjoyable. And she does a lot of covers on this, like almost her albums, but just listening to her voice is just, really awesome. The condition is just fantastic for being so old, but always happy to get another one by her. And like this one, another one by her. This is Nina Simone at Town Hall. This was recorded in New York City, I believe, and I think the place was called Town Hall. Also on the Cool Picks with the Statue of Liberty there. It's pretty cool. Or not Statue of Liberty, but just a statue. She had some songs on here that were later recorded on her other album, but she also does a cover of Cotton Eye Joe, which is kind of funny. And then she has a song on here, Summertime, instrumental and vocal, which is, really enjoyable. So if you ever come across it, I suggest most people already know if they see Nina Simone is coming home with them. So I would agree that this is also very good. So. Alright, next one, Aretha Franklin. It's just Aretha's Gold, just a compilation smaller stuff on Atlantic. Later Atlantic label. Pretty much has every song you'd expect on here. Respect, Chain of Fools, Say a Little Prayer, Since You've Been, I mean, pretty much any song you'd expect on here is on here. Nothing really, extra on that. But next one is just some, I guess, what would you call it, 60s pop? The Walker Brothers. That's The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore. This is on Smash, I believe. Yep. There's a Smash label. Sorry. Just 60s pop. I don't know. It's okay. I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep it or not, but it's alright. The next one was at a garage sale just the other day actually, and found this. It was a Pink Floyd album I didn't have, which is Ummagumma, their 4th album, double LP, and it's on the Harvest. This is a first disc is all live music. Second disc is newer stuff, and I really like the songs that David Gilmour did. The Narrow Way parts 1, 2, and 3. That would be my favorite tracks off of this. So I'm sure most of you already have this, know about it. Not my favorite by them, but it's still good. Next one. This is a later pressing of Blues Breakers with John Mayall with Eric Clapton. This is before he left to join Cream. It's on the Blue London. Guess we got the price tag and the shrink. So this is just awesome album. Hideaway is a great track on here. What's the other one? Have You Heard? Also a great track on here. Most of you guys already know about this, so I'm not gonna go into too good a detail about it, but great album. Obviously I like to find original, but great press. Music still great. From that same garage sale as these last, as that Blues Breakers and the Pink Floyd, you got the lenticular copy of Satanic Majesty's Request. Condition is okay, but the album is great, and I didn't have that lenticular, so on the Blue London. So now I have the London and I have the regular version, so very cool. Most of you already know about, kind of a copy of Sgt. Pepper's, and pretty much their only psych album they did, but I mean, it's still a decent album if you ask me. I don't know what else to say about it really. I mean, most of you already know about it, so. Next one is another album by them. This is Emotional Rescue. This is from 1980, I believe, on their own label. Had a couple hits off here. She's So Cold, I think, was the main one. But then the title track off of here, Emotional Rescue, is also good. I know they kind of went on a spell where people didn't really like their tunes. I think this is a decent album. I really enjoy it. All right, next one. Yeah, Santana, Welcome. Need to clean up the white cover a little bit. Gatefold. This is 1973 on Columbia, but it's kind of a cool label there, not the typical Columbia label, Let's see here. I was trying to find one of these songs. I think it was trying to find it, sorry guys. Going Home. Yep, there it is. Alice Coltrane played piano on it. So that is kind of cool. Not my favorite by him, but it's kind of jazzy, fusion-y. It's decent, but you know, I didn't have it, so I'd like to add that to my Santana collection. Next one was, I had it, but this is an upgrade for me. It's the Kingsmen featuring Louie Louie. The song Wand. Very, very, very cool label. I love that label. 1963. This is their first album. Kind of funny. Which song was it? Oh yeah, Louie Louie. Jackie Eli quit right after Louie Louie, so that's the only song he sings on in this whole album, which is kind of a trip. But, anyway, good album from them. You guys all know the tune. And what do you say about this next man? Percy Sledge. Best of. Still in the Shrink. On Atlantic. Has one of my favorite songs of all time. When a Man Loves a Woman. Right there, you had me. I don't have any of his solo albums, and they need to work on that. But this will hold me over in the meantime, so very happy to get that. And last but not least, the good old Righteous Brothers in the Shrink. This is on the Phillies label, just like the Ronettes. 1965. Obviously, You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling. Also another fantastic track. Phil Spector song. I kind of collect anything with Phil Spector. He even has a little blurb from him right there about him. So this is just a great, great copy of it, being in the Shrink and everything. So had to get it. But anyways, music stopped, so video must be about time to end. So thanks for hanging with me, and hope you guys have a good rest of the week. And I'm looking forward to have some time off this weekend with the family. And yeah, I guess that's it. Keep on playing some records, and yeah, talk to you guys later. See ya.